If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. My name is Samore Love, and this is Samore Love Real TV. Today, we are going to be talking about a topic that I just actually heard about this morning, and it totally filled my heart and made me say, you know what, this is something that I would like to share. I share a lot of recaps here, but I did tell you guys I'm refocusing, and I want to share things that can inspire and also that we can have discussions about. So earlier today, like I said, I actually watched a video, and it was from Lovely T.I., where she was talking about this young man named Kalief Browder. And when I saw the video, her video, that like initially I was like on the bus on my way to work, and I was like holding back the tears, like literally biting my lip, trying to fight back the tears. And then I just started like going into news articles, Googling his name, trying to get more information, because I was like, you know what? She made a very good point when she did her video, because she said a lot of us, people that do commentaries, they only have been talking about things like, oh, Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, but things that are important like this, a lot of people don't even know about it. And I'm one of those people. I had no idea that this situation had occurred, and I think it is something that we need to talk to people about. So this guy, at 16 years old, he was sent away to Rikers Island and was left there for 3 years. And the reason why is because he stole, quote unquote, they said he stole the backpack. And I think that's absurd. He received no conviction for the 3 years that he was there. And it was just like they sent him away and forgot about him. And not even just that, like that's not even the worst part of the story. He also got beat up several times in jail, where they actually have released the video footage. He also was beat up by inmates. There was one time that somebody, I think they hit him in the face, and then, or they spat in his face, I think, if I remember correctly, because I did, like I said, I read it earlier. They had said, I believe that they kind of like spat in his face, and then he kind of hit them back, and then all the inmates jumped him. And when he came out trying to get back into society, it was very challenging for him. And another thing they did say was that he ultimately commits suicide. That's the reason why I'm bringing this message to you guys, because it's just crazy how they allowed this young guy to be put in. They tried to say that they were keeping him safe by putting him in solitary confinement in order to keep him away from everybody else so they wouldn't beat him up. So it's like you're pretty much being tortured. And he actually could have gotten out a little bit early. He could have actually been released immediately if he would have pled guilty. But that's why I said the statement, if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. I don't know about you guys, but for me, my word means so much. And there's been a lot of times where I've gotten into arguments with people that are very strong-minded or whatever, and I can name a few, but I'm not going to do that at the moment because that's not what this is about. But where they wanted me to say certain things or whatever in order to just keep the peace, but my pride would not allow me to do that, because I'm like, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm not going to do something to appease you, to make you feel comfortable, and to make you feel like you did not do something wrong and you didn't do your job the way you should have done it. I'm not going to help you out with that. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand for what's right and stand my ground. And so that's what he did, just to like a whole nother level. And, you know, I totally commend him. He's had several interviews. He's also had, he's seen Jay-Z. And another thing that T.I. said that made a lot of sense, and I'm talking about T from Lovely T.I. 2000 and something. I'll try to put the video down below. She said that he met with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z never tweeted about it, talked about it, or anything. You know, whatever he did in the background. So I don't know, maybe he just met up with him to just kind of talk to him, mentor him, but he never put the stuff out there. And you know, Jay-Z's the kind of person that he could reach masses. He could reach so many people if he would have shared this story. People like Rosie O'Donnell, he had an interview with, as well as several other people. And from what his mother had said and other people had said, once he got back into society, he used to do things like lock all the windows, and he was scared to get on the subways because those types of things are traumatizing. You always feel like somebody's coming to hurt you, especially when you had to endure these things from 16 for somebody who was innocent up until the age of what? I think he was 20 when he came out. And then he had 2 years in society, and then he ultimately killed himself. He committed suicide. I think it was just like yesterday or so. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so he was 22 years old when he passed away. Well, when he committed suicide. And they said that he did try to commit suicide several times. So I feel like he really should have been more on a suicide watch type of thing and really gotten the type of help that he needed. They said that being in large crowds also kind of got him really, really nervous as well. And he did make sure that he finished, that he did like a GED program so he can do that. And an anonymous person had sent him money so he'd be able to go to college. So it had seemed like he was doing better for himself, but these things haunted him. Whatever occurred, all the bad things that occurred to him during his stay in Rikers Island, he couldn't get away from it. And it's like, although he was free, he really wasn't free. And that kind of brings me to this Sully, what is his name? Sully something. He does like videos of commentaries. He recently did a video where he was talking about how there was a bird who kind of was saying freedom, freedom, and the guy was like, let me go ahead and help him because he wants to be free. And he opened the cage, allowed the bird to be free, and then the next morning the bird was right back in the cage saying freedom, freedom. And that's the same type of thing that I kind of see with him, as well as a lot of others in society. Like a lot of us, you have the ability to be free. Like him, he was free, but yet he wasn't really free. You understand? He was kind of like, his mind was still shackled and chained. And a lot of people, although they're able to be free, they keep themselves shackled and chained, and they stay in things that they hate and complain about just for the simple fact that their mental capacity, their mental state is not really free. So that, it just kind of like brought me to that real quick. But I don't want to really ramble, but I did want to bring that out there and kind of see what you guys thought about it. And the way that he had committed suicide was in his house. He pushed the they said that he tried several times with the sheets, but that didn't work. And what he ultimately did was he took the air conditioner, wrapped the cord around his neck, and just kind of pushed himself out, and was kind of just hanging on the side of the building. So sad. But yeah, guys, like I said, I want to know what you guys think about it down below. And share this with anyone that you would like to share it with. And definitely as a society, got to do better. Try to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Laters.